just as a general rule, like when we see something that's been buried and it's been buried deep under rubble, can we stop digging it up? Viewer beware, it's Claire here. Episode of Claire. Today we're going to be reviewing the Goosebumps new series on Disney Plus, episodes 1 through 4. Before I get into it, spoiler alert, people have a tendency to watch reviews and then be mad that we're reviewing the actual content that went down. But first things first, before we even start this series, like I was saying before, can we stop digging up stuff? Like if I sit there and let's say, okay, perfect example. Let's say I move into an apartment and I pull into, I open the closet and it's like, it's stuck or jammed. I'm out. End of movie. I'm out. I'm not investigating. This is not X-Files. I'm not a detective. I'm out. It's the end of discussion. Like they would have ended the series right then and there. Anyways, let's go into the first episode. First episode is Say Cheese and D-Life. Basically, when you take a picture, it tells the future, and usually the future is not too bright. And then also it's an intro to the series. You know, a lot of, I would definitely say like, it's nice to like kind of find the Easter eggs here and there that either in tune with the movie or just overall R.L. Stine's, previous books. As someone who's a 90s baby, I think he has 127 printed. I've read at least 99 of them. Like, I can recite Camp Crystal Lake. like I am definitely that book nerd before it was cool, I guess. But I've read all of them, like even the high schooler ones, which he needs to make into a movie, by the way. But not the high school, the ones that he made for college age, like those are really fire. But this one, I would say they did a really good job of like introducing, keeping my attention. The only thing that I didn't like was that I don't like the dichotomy of the friendship / relationship of him with his neighbor. Like he has a girlfriend who's like a Barbie doll, basically, by the way. He has a girlfriend and he has a female friend who's like one of the main characters. And it's like, will they or won't they? Also, they're both British. I'm telling you, those British will kill that. I mean, those British will destroy that accent each time. Like Goosebumps, oh my god. Like they will kill, like they will finish that accent anytime. Like they can mimic us, but we are not too good at mimicking the accent. So they did really good on that. But overall, like after everything that goes through, it was a nice intro, a nice introduction to all the characters. So episode 2 is the haunted mask. So I call this Goom to a Goblin. like Lil Wayne said, basically this is about building confidence, building confidence by getting a haunted mask. Once again, like I said, if I was in any of these scary movies, the script, I would cut budget same day. Because first things first, the mask is haunted, and then it's in the basement of a haunted house on a haunted burial. Like I don't know how many. I mean, that's the trifecta of don't. Like, do you need them to triangulate the bad luck to you? Like, that was the part I was kind of confusion about. But she puts the mask on. I guess she's an unpopular girl, but she's stunning, of course. So she puts the mask on. She's like, I can dance now and then entice you guys. It doesn't really do anything. I was sad that the mask. I watched and read the original Mask series from R.L. Stine. Like, I thought the mask was going to like transform her, I guess, to like a popular girl or better clothes, blah blah. I don't know what she needs because she's already perfect. I don't understand what's happening. But I was disappointed that it changed from a goon to a goblin real quick. And then once again, the parents not being home. Like I said, my parents were on my neck, throughout high school, middle school, even now. Even if you look closely. Even now they're on my neck. So something about the fact that these kids are just wandering around free, doing antics, just threw me for a loop. But this episode was pretty good about introducing and just tying everything together. Episode 3, we have time lapse. It's the Cuckoo Clock of Doom. Cat Noir because I have a niece. We love that show. Miraculous Cat Noir. He dresses up as that for Halloween, and every time he leaves the house, he creates another version. He's basically splitting his soul each time he leaves the house, and then he eventually finds a way out, and he eventually finds a way out by stopping the clock or something that he uses, something plot. So anyway, so he's out on the other side or whatever, and so basically all his versions of himself basically band together to basically hide him in a mine or whatever. And then like he smells like, I have watermelon and Jolly Rancher, I think that's what they said. The goo smells like it, but basically you can pop these duplicates like candy or like a little piñata or whatever. But yeah, like I think just overall, like there's still, you feel me, like I think just overall, like there's still a level of like interest, like it's keeping my interest, because I'm just like, okay, how is this gonna tie to it? What was this, like who owned this, like where did this come from, you know? But overall, good episode. It really shows you that, like, you know, you can come on strong to somebody and eventually become the perfect version of what they want. So episode 4 was Go Eat Worms, aka I have this episode lead when you don't speak to your kids. So basically the synopsis of this, that he makes friends with worms, and then the worms end up being, you know, psychotic. And so so basically they give him more strength, they make him invincible like he thought his father was. And so like he basically keeps putting himself in danger. And then before he does like a major, you know, jump or whatever, like the mom comes in and said, actually your dad wasn't delived by accident, like he did this on purpose, you know. So that kind of like set that trauma. And then like he found out that his mom was dating the principal, and not the guidance counselor, one of the other main characters' parents, and they ended up, you know, dating later on. But I think honestly, like just grief alone, like I'm glad they're able, like in those 4 episodes, they're able to touch on so many big topics so quickly. And I was like, okay, 40 minutes, but they're able to touch on so many big topics, especially grief. Like I feel like I said, I'm not anybody's parent, but I just feel like there's a certain level of bravery you have to tell them the truth, because you could save years of therapy. But you have to tell them the truth. You owe them that, at least. And you don't have to tell them directly, but I feel like the whole episode wouldn't have happened if his mom would have been like, actually, he didn't do what he didn't. He had other mental health issues, and he decided to take it into his own hands. So don't do that, you know. Like she didn't have the energy to do that. But like I said, like as a parent, like that's where the bravery comes in, because you have to have some level of bravery to be like, okay, I'm going to tell my kid that A, B, and C happened, you know. Like there's a certain level of bravery that is involved in that. And yeah, like I just think there's a certain level of bravery that's involved in that, as well as I don't know, just overall just good episodes. I have my review. Overall, I give it a 3 out of 5. I was really pleasantly surprised. Like I've watched Hunting Hour, I've watched so many, you know, Fear Street. Like I'm an R.L. Stine fanatic, okay? Him and his glasses. But I'm an R.L. Stine fanatic. I've read his books, I've watched his movie, I've done everything. So I can definitely say like they did a good job of keeping that same level. I look forward to watching the other episodes and giving you guys a review. If you get when you get this one up to a certain amount of views, then I won't mind reviewing the other episodes. But if you guys don't watch it, I'm not going to review. Simple. But I would say 3 out of 5 was really interesting. Like for me to keep my attention, but like Haunting Hour was another show that was under All Stine as well. Like basically, you know, 30 minutes, they give you a quick story, and it was always good. It was one of those and I think I want to say anthology or pathological, whatever one, but it was just one of those shows where it's just like, it was just one of those shows where I don't know, like I feel like they were really able to keep our attention and keep it fresh, because like I said, like whenever we see a reboot or refresh of an old series, the first things first is like, please stop the noise, please stop the madness. But it's interesting. It wasn't, I put not anthological. I can't say this word. But I like that it wasn't an anthology series, because anthology series, like, each episode is a new person. It's like, okay, I just started liking this person, like, how dare you? I was committed to them. But it wasn't anthological, so basically, like, each piece, each Easter egg added up. So I like that part. Also, I put on here British actors and actresses. Once again, like, in order to really, like, change your accent up for an entire show of an entire episode for 8 episodes straight, and not have anybody can tell if you're from London or not, was perfect. Like, I don't know where the vocal trainer comes from, but it was just really, really good. I couldn't hear anything. I think the main character, I think there was a couple times when he yelled, he was like, "Stupid!" And I heard it, but that's me, because I have a linguist ear, as I've been told before. I can hear where you're from. But yeah, like, I think they did really good in casting everybody. Everybody looks like they're in high school, because sometimes they'll cast like someone who's in their 30s as a high school student. I'm just like, now I got taxes and gray hairs. Like, but no, they did a good job. I'm looking forward to finishing the series. Now, the only drawback I do have about the series is that they're not releasing all of the episodes on October 31st. They're still, like, kind of like nickel and dime. I call it the Love is Blind effect. Like, they're still kind of nickel and diming us with episodes, like 2 episodes here, 3 episodes there, 4 episodes there. Like, they're still kind of nickel and diming us with it, which that's fine, because then we don't binge it all in one Saturday. But I don't sit there and binge it all in one Saturday, but I do kind of side eye that, why wouldn't you release it during Halloween? Like, why would you spread that out? Like, they're spreading it out, I want to say, into probably the second week of November. I'm just like, I think they do 2 or 3 episodes per week. And I understand, streaming has spoiled us, because back in the day we had to sit there and wait till 8 p.m. every Tuesday for a new episode, and you have to wait the next week for the next episode. But like I said, just interest-wise, like, once November 1st hits at midnight, like, no one's pressed about Halloween anymore. So I think it would behoove them, to release it all special edition. Hey, we're gonna release all our episodes on Halloween. Do it while it's hot. Like, no one's releasing a Christmas movie right now. Like, I feel like once November 1st hits, like, the interest is gonna be gone. That's not what you want. But don't forget to subscribe, share. It's Claire here.